We just getting our live feed.
All right, let's go.
We're getting it together.
Ooh, that live feed about to roll on that. Man, I'm excited.
Are y'all gonna control your F words?
Not too much.
Not really.
I always do. That's him.
Nah, not too much.
That's
Yeah.
him.
It depends. It depends on the topic. Look at that. Look at God right there.
Okay, we getting ready to get started.
What these views about to be like.
Whenever you ready, Spotty.
You ready?
Definitely. I know I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Ooh. A lot of y'all on the Facebook page, y'all don't know what's playing. I'm about to help y'all out. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, they can't hear it on Facebook?
They can now.
We're
Now they
dancing to
can.
music, actually.
Scalpers.
What up, though?
Hum day. It is not the same without Sherrod doing it.
It's not.
Take a break from Daddy Duty.
Please. We miss y'all.
Come play with your hood rat friends.
Right.
Come play with your hood red friend.
I know, man. We out here doing hood rat things. And
Not me, I'm safe.
Man, we here, of course, getting it done, getting it in on this wonderful Wednesday. A lot of great things popping off in the sports world, and as you can imagine, it's a busy day in the social media world on several fronts, centered by Nike's push to showcase, in particular, for athletes, and one specific athlete that constantly keeps the conversation rolling on how we can be better as Americans.
Right.
And of course, we got our beloved and most beautiful and talented, look so good, don't you agree?
bad.
Hey,
What's up?
What up? And then she got her peoples that's tuning in on her
Hey, y'all.
iPad. We got my man B Simp, U of M down. Let me make sure
Yep.
everybody can see the folks.
I'm still here.
Angie, what up?
We took an L, but
Yeah, they took
You know.
it. Yeah, and it's okay.
we took
you know
an
what?
L, but
But tonight you bounce back.
it's still, of course.
Yup, that's exactly
I got 11
it.
more weeks, 13,
You
I mean,
do.
12 more weeks.
12 more weeks. And a lot can happen in that time. That's why it's not
11
like time to be.
About to run it, 11 more. Let's get it.
You gonna run the whole 11?
Hell yeah. If I don't think it, nobody else will.
Well, Braylon Edwards certainly doesn't.
We
think
gonna talk about
We
that.
are gonna talk about that.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
You missed it?
Yeah, I missed
Wow,
that
He got
part.
whole suspended for what he said
Woo.
from his network.
Well,
You know what? I saw something about him come through my feed, and it could have been all the Ariana Grande, Aretha / Bishop Ellis stuff combined with the Nike Kaepernick stuff, combined with
So you gotta
Serena and the
separate your
cat suit.
feeds.
It's been busy.
Yeah, my feeds are separated though.
It's been busy. I don't know how to do all that. I'm not.
I got you.
I need to work on my technical savviness
Yeah.
in this second half of the year.
Right.
So
You need
the
to do
third-
that.
Yeah, and what's this? This is what we in now? No, we in the fourth quarter.
We are in the fourth.
We in the fourth quarter, so I
No,
need to
well,
tighten
yeah,
up.
we are.
Yeah, we
Man,
we about to hit it.
October.
the
End of the
yeah.
third quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 minutes left in the third,
Yep.
and I'm down by 10 on.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Right.
down by 20.
So of course, we just came off the opening weekend for college football.
Mhm.
A lot of great games. Let's kind of work our way into the Michigan talk, because I know if we get in it, then it'll be in it.
Yeah, well, I ain't got
Y'all
Sherrod
will
here,
be in
so
it.
Yeah.
So,
So,
you
you ain't
know.
gonna hang on to it too
yeah,
tight.
it ain't gonna be. It ain't got that oomph I need.
That's
unless,
okay.
Unless he come through and try to channel through me.
He very well might. You never know.
Yeah,
Live,
he gonna
anything,
sign
text
on and be
message.
like,
That's
F
happening now?
Hardball. Get his ass up out of
Wait a
here.
minute. I thought Harbaugh was his boy.
Hey, man.
No, not his.
Not no more.
Not no
it
more.
was at first.
My.
Sherrod like, yo, Get his ass out of here.
Get his ass
the whole time I watched
here.
the game, that's all I heard was Sherrod's voice.
Yup.
The entire time. I just heard Sherrod in there being mad.
With him, it'd be a matter of moments. You ain't got to wait long.
Before we get there, though, we can talk about the top 25 and who is trash and who.
I mean, it's kind of hard to be like who trash because it's one
Miami
week.
was trash.
They played trash last week, but they still had the opportunity to come back and
We all
turn it
got
around.
opportunities.
Exactly.
We all got opportunities.
I ain't gonna call them just. I mean
opportunities
they
are
looked
not-
bad last week though.
Opportunities are not top 25. Everybody else's opportunities. These supposed to be.
No,
You know.
not really, because it's just based on projecting what we think, and it ain't like Miami played. It'd be different. If Miami came out and played somebody's trash.
Mm-hmm.
They played LSU. LSU, say what you want about their
LSU
offense.
just got a quarterback last week.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah, they had to get him from the Big Ten.
But I'm saying they literally
but-
got a quarterback last week.
Okay, yeah, but
And
but
so
that's
it should
not
not
what
have been that type of game.
that
It
was.
shouldn't
But
have
that's
been-
not what the game turned on. The game was LSU's defense, which no matter what, over the years, even when LSU has been bad on offense, LSU defense travel. So LSU stepped up and had 4 to 5 turnovers last week, and like 2 pick sixes. Well, shit, you get your defense getting you points. Your offense get behind quick.
Well, they're going to be a defensive team.
Oh yeah,
because of the coach.
They ain't got no choice.
But you shouldn't get blown out by a team that just got a quarterback on the way to the game.
Well, they also Miami's quarterback is bad, and the dude who probably should be starting didn't play last week. He kind of had that Nick Fitzgerald going on, but maybe not to the same extent. But
We ain't gonna talk about that.
We ain't gonna talk about.
keep that down.
We ain't gonna talk about the reason. We just gonna say that he didn't play. He was
Okay.
suspended for the game. So who probably should have been the starter didn't play, and then the backup, who was not great last year, Malik Rozier, came in and kind of showed you why he shouldn't probably be playing this year. So
Let's stay on the quarterbacks for a second.
go for it.
Since the number 1 team in the nation is Alabama, they have a quarterback issue going on.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Tua,
it ain't no issue no more.
Tua is the starter. If Jalen Hurts is probably like, look, don't play me no more. I've been saying it.
Right.
Don't play me no more than 4 games this year.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to keep my red shirt, graduate in December, and
Right.
transfer and
Transfer to another school.
have 2
They
years
didn't let him
left.
transfer out
No.
after last season.
No,
he
no,
wanted
no.
to go.
But the difference is, he'll get his degree. He graduates in December.
Yeah.
So,
Graduate from anywhere.
but he don't have to sit out.
Yeah.
He gets his degree from Alabama. So that's good. And now he can transfer wherever without any kind of restriction.
I just want to run it back. I wish we had, where we could go back when I told y'all Jalen Hurts was trash.
Okay,
When
he's
he
not.
first came
He's
out
not
of-
trash.
I didn't.
He's just not.
Okay, let me take
he
it back.
just
I didn't
can't
say
throw.
he was trash. I said that he's not. I said Jalen Hurts is not what Alabama's offensive
Right.
line makes him look like he is.
Well, no, but the thing is, Alabama's line and their team has been doing this for years. They've only had like a couple in the Saban era. They've only had a couple dudes who actually like threw the ball. Adrian McCarron threw the ball. Greg McElroy threw the ball a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. But they threw it more than Jalen Hurts did. They threw it more than Blake Barnett did. I can't think of.
You remember that one dude that can't nobody think of his name, but we all see his face now here right now.
Exactly.
I would Google him, but I don't know what to put in.
You had those dudes, but Jalen. I mean, you still can't deny that Jalen Hurts is like 26-2. Also, they be like, yeah, he lost in the national championship
The
game
folks on the
against
bench on that team. is
But he actually
26-2
played.
as well.
But he actually played though.
I'm just saying.
And the game they lost to Clemson in the national title game, we cannot act like he did not go down and put them ahead with the go-ahead score.
He did.
The defense just gave up 80 yards and a touchdown to win the
he's
game.
not what everybody was trying to make him be.
No,
every
everybody-
year, everybody want to put Alabama quarterbacks up there with everybody else.
No, everybody knew that he's more of a runner. He's a running quarterback. He's not a He's not a passer, and everybody knew that. But I mean, he's not losing, and he's not losing you games. That's the difference.
That's a big difference.
He's not out there throwing. He don't get to throw that often, so he ain't like he throwing picks.
He's not afraid to make a play when it's called.
He don't have a choice but to try to make a play with his legs,
Right.
because he can't be stopped doing it.
Yep.
So what's the difference with Tua?
Oh, Tua got a damn arm.
Boy,
whatever.
Tua sit back there
and be comfortable as hell.
Can read the defense, make the necessary throws, can throw the deep ball. Like, he's actually giving Alabama what they have not had over these different years of championship, even though they've been dominant.
A.J. McCarron was a decent
quarterback. Yeah, that's it. That's probably
he was annoying, but he was.
He's probably the last one who can throw the ball at Alabama. Now Alabama gets. Now you cannot stack the box on this. You can't try to play to stop the run.
Did you say us?
I'm saying, not me as an Alabama.
I'm about to say, like, when did that happen? How long have I been gone?
Hell no.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying Alabama's saying you can't stop the box against us. You gotta check our receivers because I already have a quarterback who will sling it. You saw it in the national title game. Second half football, Georgia should have won the national title. Tua came in and was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
And then 2 plays in overtime. I mess up on the first play. I come back, bang, game over.
Yeah, that boy.
So no, Tua is their future. Also, Jalen will have to leave for the simple fact that Tua's little brother is coming in next year,
right.
And they need to be able to be like, all right, Tua got this many years. You the next in line, and we ain't gonna have nothing that kind of messes up.
But Jalen mentally is not there anymore.
Nah,
either.
He want to be gone.
They did him bad. Like, y'all might not have been paying attention to how. I know social media is not a big thing in football, but it's a big thing for these kids. And the way those people did, it went straight race. It went everything.
Oh yeah,
it was bad.
The reason they got mad is because his dad came on and was like, "Well, if he doesn't win a starting job, then Tua ended up being the biggest college free agent." And they got mad at that because they're like, people feel like, oh, you should be honored to play for this. Even if you're on the bench, you should be honored. No, dog. He's trying
to get his opportunity.
Yeah, I got goals. And and to Jalen Hurts' credit, when Tua came in last year in the championship game, Jalen Hurts the first one on the field, supporting, dapping him. Even now, do you see them? They don't have a beef.
No, they don't have a problem.
Yeah, they're cool with each other.
Most of the time, the teammates don't have a problem.
He's supporting Tua the whole way. I mean, he just like, hey, look, okay.
But he still got to look out for himself.
Yeah, the writing is on the wall. Tua's going to be the starter. I'm no longer the starter, which means I need to go somewhere else for these last 2 years because, unfortunately,
I didn't realize he had 2 years left.
Yeah, he'll have 2 years left because he'll have a red shirt. Remember, he played as a true freshman.
Okay.
So he'll get the.
Oh yes, I remember.
That's the thing. But I mean, he plays as a red shirt freshman. But the thing is, unfortunately, with quarterback, if you're not gonna get burned and you're not playing, unless you just know that you're not gonna be, that's not gonna be what your future is. And, more often than not, you're always going to see quarterbacks transfer and leave because they want an opportunity. It's only 120 of these, 22 of these jobs available. So if it ain't like,
and he'll get another job.
Yeah, no, somebody
will get another SEC job. That's the question. He could have gotten an LSU job.
You don't think Tennessee would be like, oh, you want to come over here?
To jump in that dumpster fire.
He still would be starting though, and then he's starting under Jeremy Pruitt, who was one of the coaches at Alabama. So
I get it.
He got the relation.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's a good move.
There's some schools he can go to.
Sure, it's a lot of Big Ten schools.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah,
he could.
We don't need him there. We don't need him in Michigan because we already can't throw the ball. So we don't need to bring somebody else in who can't throw.
Yeah, it ain't like you got a Rich Rod type of head coach.
Yeah, also that's not our offense. Like I say, he can't throw, so he wouldn't go to Ohio State. But
top 5, who's the first one out? Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State, and Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's slow.
Yeah, plus they don't really play anybody in the preseason. So I mean, you can't really.
They might get they get knocked out on that alone.
No, I ain't gonna because
out of the 5.
I'm not. Yeah, out of them, but I'm not saying that's not like me saying Wisconsin is not good.
Exactly.
I just think Wisconsin is what they are. They are they're consistent. They block. They run the ball. Mm-hmm. They don't get a lot of turnovers. They play defense.
Iowa.
They don't do anything special. They don't do anything that's
and they big as hell up front.
Exactly.
Pause.
What does that mean?
Pause. Well, it can mean a plethora of things.
Yeah.
In most situations,
most dudes use it if you maybe say something that's kind of that could sound suspect. It's mad juvenile.
It just speaks to my 12-year-old mentality and what's left of that. And it's usually if it's of a less than heterosexual substance, then you will be clowned by your peers at some point in time, typically in the near future, or they can hang on to it for later.
Okay.
So it's best to give the pause now. That way I don't have to explain the pause later.
I
in the
didn't
next
understand. I hear a lot of people
that.
like they're talking and they just go pause, and I just stop.
Now, I've noticed Dame Dash does it like.
Dame Dash do it all the time.
But it's not because of the same reason we're saying. He like pause, think about what I just said, and I just realized that over like maybe the last
They
month.
say
Sometimes.
pause, and I'm
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
like, every time somebody say it, I go.
It's
Almost
just,
like they said freeze.
well, it's just like the phrase. What did I see? What Detroiters use? Well, people use this everywhere. When we use the phrase "you good," no, you good.
Yeah, you
That
good.
can mean a million
You good
things.
means like 12 different things.
Yeah, I know you mean a lot of different things when I say it.
Yeah, you know, you go pick up. Hey man, the tab coming. You want me to grab it? No, you good.
You good.
Oh, I seen them bitches in your phone and that.
But you good.
But you good.
You good.
And when I'm curving,
You
You good could be anything.
Yeah,
good, you
then had the
good.
you good a couple different times.
Nah, homeboy, you good.
Right.
I done gave one of them. That motherfucker ain't said nothing else to me. Not ever, not never.
Right.
Boy, I swear to God, I almost losing my tie that night.
okay.
So
Well, now that we're clear,
but now the one game I didn't catch, it was Monday. I didn't catch the Virginia Tech game. How was that?
Bad.
It was that bad.
For the
watch
state
games
offense
on
look worse than Michigan's.
Damn, like that.
yeah, Florida State trash.
They not. Once again, there's one game.
I think you need to
You
analyze.
be hard on
though.
Southern
Florida
teams.
State.
ACC, SEC, you be
Because
hard on that
this
ass.
this is serious. This is all we have.
Right.
This is serious.
It is
This
serious.
is all
though.
we have.
It
You
is
got to
pretty
come out the
serious.
gate swinging. And if you don't
ACC,
come
SEC
out,
football is very serious.
if you
I'm not
don't
gonna
come
lie.
out swinging, you trash. Like from the first
From
quarter.
the gate.
From the first quarter, no, they trash for the season. They season over, man. Like we'll be talking about, watching the football game, especially in the SEC. Like if they don't look good in the first quarter,
Like blowing them out.
man, listen, they season over. Their coach might as well look for a new job.
What they been doing all summer.
Dude,
Look,
Dude.
we can't have Willie Taggart out there looking for a new job yet. Look, he the first
Listen.
brother that coach at Florida State.
don't matter, brother. Got to show up.
One game.
Don't worry. After Fisher gets some of this smoke, he'll be back. He about to come get all the smoke. He about to catch all the smoke.
Y'all look good. I saw the
I know
score
we
at
do.
least.
We look amazing.
What y'all put up, 50 plus?
63-6.
They played Our
It don't
Lady of
matter.
the Saints.
It don't matter.
That shit.
It don't matter who we play. What I liked, I'm gonna tell you what I liked
There
when
was
I
another
saw
one of
it.
them schools. I forgot we looked at St. Ethica.
They play ooey pooey out there. Get out of here, dog.
Hey, man,
We played Stephen F. Austin.
Same difference.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you what I like.
NCAA.
I like Joe Moorhead's style. Pennsylvania's trash without him.
When I told you this last year when y'all hired him, I was like, y'all will like his offense. You were like, I don't know, because you were still on the Dan Mullen leaving train.
No, I was ready. I told you that I was ready for Mullen to go. It was time for him to
Yeah.
go. He checked out like 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that conversation.
And it was time for him to go. However, we didn't want another, and it's going to sound real Southern.
What?
We didn't want
Please.
another Yankee.
Oh, hell no. I had offends me.
You should be offended.
How dare
Let me
you?
tell you something about Southern
Got
football.
the audacity.
we got to say we need somebody around here to understand how the grass grow. Listen.
That's some country shit, man.
it's country.
Where you at,
It's
Sarai?
country, but
God
it's real.
damn it.
I need you to understand how the grass grow around here.
Oh,
He learned. He
that
like
shit
we
scares me. Like,
warmed
I
up
don't need to
him.
stop at the lights down or nothing.
I tell you, safe if you go with me because I know
know.
where to go.
We
When
know.
we lived in Atlanta, one of the college football shows, Tony Barnhart was on. He used to always be like, when coaches like
I remember
change
that name
teams,
too,
he'd be
yeah.
like, "Hey, we got to get you the Yankee conversion kit." He like, you had to drink like a gallon of sweet tea.
Listen,
You had to watch Gone with the Wind,
listen, because
and it was like something else.
listen, because if you go to a visit to somebody's mom's house and you don't drink sweet tea, we don't trust you.
I wouldn't trust you either.
What you mean you want unsweet
I
tea?
agree.
Nah, you
I
gotta go.
agree.
My child down there
You're a
with you.
terrorist.
I agree.
Unsweet tea, that's drinking dirty water, honey.
Right. Mama.
We don't trust you.
And you know how I know this? Because my grandma used to even leave hers out in the sun.
That's
Sun
right.
tea.
I don't know what that had to
That's
do
right.
with it,
Sun
but
tea.
she
It just-
did it, and that shit
connects-
tastes like
the tea
magic.
connects with God.
Boy, you
Out there in the
God put
sunlight.
his hand on him
He
like,
did.
man.
They don't do it like that no more.
Nah. Damn. Damn, I remember she used to do that. That ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Didn't have nothing to do nothing,
She
but
put
it
a
worked.
little cloth over it for the bugs to stay out.
It worked. It worked. It was
drop
amazing.
a couple of little slices
I
of
don't
lemon
trust
in
people that don't
thing.
drink sweet tea.
And
Seriously.
you know what? And it was odd. God rest my grandmama's soul. Was odd is that she never made a lot of it. Like, why in the hell would you not make a lot of this?
You don't need a lot of good things.
Damn.
Just a little.
These Southern jewels you
little.
dropping in.
I'm trying to help you.
Southern
Keep trying
Sports
to tell y'all,
Report.
Southern girls. I keep trying to tell you, Southern girl.
That shit makes
Southern
all.
girl.
You just dropped the jewel of all jewels on me.
Southern girls.
You know, yeah, they don't-
listen, we ain't never going out of style.
I just know the simp look like a offensive coordinator tonight.
I know. Shit, let me get out there and call plays. We going 4 wide all game.
All game.
God.
4 wide. Let's go.
We only got a full back for blocking, baby. I'm throwing this how all
I got
night.
the whole playbook out here. We nigga, no, second and
Open this
second and
bitch
12.
up.
No, let's rock.
Real quick. Tell us
What
why
up?
we should still care about Michigan.
Because it's only one game, and it ain't like we lost.
That's the difference.
It ain't like we lost to
It is one game.
San Jose State or something. We lost to Notre Dame.
I
Notre Dame was
believe-
the top 10 team.
I believe Tennessee lost. Everybody already trying to recruit, trying
Well,
to get their players.
But
out there.
Tennessee don't have. Tennessee came in with zero expectations anyway, because Tennessee
I
was a
know that.
dumpster fire last year, and then now they're even more of a
See,
dumpster
y'all
fire
gotta
this year.
change our mentality. It's always more than just one game. If we had lost that game on Saturday, that whole season over.
Yeah, but
Everybody get rid of their season.
y'all
tickets and
also
everything.
guess what?
It's everything. It's trash.
Yeah, but y'all game would have been losing to Stephen F. Austin. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
you can't lose nobody with an initial in their school name.
Yeah, you lose to
Stephen F. Austin.
That's like Washington losing to
Wow.
Auburn. Okay, Washington lost to Auburn. That's one game, but you lost to.
Nah, that Washington, they should fall out the top 10 for that.
Did they fall out the top 10?
No, they didn't. They still there.
Well, the game was close.
Oh,
Doesn't
let me
matter.
add this. The views,
Brandy said almost doesn't count.
Look, the views,
right.
the views of Angie and Brandon on Stephen F.
This
Austin
nigga
has no direct effect towards their
Right, because if
admission
you give my son a
process.
full scholarship, you're
Hey,
going to
look, look, it's no
Believe
effects
that.
on them. I'm sure they got a beautiful campus. We love that big ass statue y'all got off the
Yeah, that
highway.
statue's kind of scary for
That
black
shit's
people in the
scary
South, but
as
go
hell.
ahead.
That's scarier than Highway Jesus up
Yeah,
in
we don't
Ohio.
like that. We don't like that.
Man, don't be
Or
trying.
Big Buddha in Memphis. It's a real big ass Buddha that's that size in Memphis sitting on the side of the road.
Shut the hell up.
And it's a big cross in Memphis.
Just a huge cross.
Yeah. It's, no, it's not a cross. It's a Statue of Liberty, but she's holding a cross.
That ain't what she was there for.
But
That's the.
I'm just saying there
Anyway.
are statues that are disturbing.
I'm not doing that.
We're not going to do that. Next.
I'm not doing that.
Pause. I got it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
I
you
got
don't.
it. Pause.
No.
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 Especially when you're making it like this obvious and intentional, you don't have it at all.
Now, who got problems
Mm-mm.
is.
Oh, now we want to talk about people with problems.
I
off
mean,
the first
Michigan got
game.
problems, but we talk about Michigan all the time. Michigan got problems. Our offense can't get the ball moving. We couldn't run the ball.
Couldn't
And
get
our,
it to
and,
a
our
star.
offensive line was out there getting manhandled like some what's.
Yeah.
Were those y'all starters
Some Michigans.
Yeah,
the whole game?
yeah. Our offensive line was out there. Now I've been saying we need some offensive line, some dudes with some dog in them. I prefer to go down south and try to recruit
Right.
4 to 5 of them.
Right.
Y'all tried that.
Look,
You wouldn't drink the damn sweet tea.
go get the 3-star out of Mississippi or out of somebody that okay.
Because the 3-star out of Mississippi, listen, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying this because I'm
We
from
had this
Mississippi.
conversation
on the
before.
offensive
3-star in
lineman.
Mississippi. On the offensive lineman,
Defensive line.
defensive lineman,
Yep.
defensive ends, defensive tackle, anything on defense.
Yeah.
A 3-star in Mississippi is better than a 5-star anywhere else.
I ain't gonna say that.
Almost.
I ain't gonna. That's
I bet your
that's an
coach want a
extreme.
3-star out of Mississippi.
That's an extreme.
Listen, everybody's recruiting out of there. We can't
No,
even
yeah,
keep our
no.
own people at home.
But see, yeah. But
Ask
the
the
thing
folks down
is,
at LSU.
you need to get the big boys because they, like I say, you have to be strong
Mm-hmm.
in your front seven and in your offensive line. That is one of the things that has made the SEC who they are. It's not because they got phenomenal offenses or this and that. They dominate up front.
What you want to talk about, Lisa? Lisa, we're going to talk about some real sports.
Where you been? We been talking about real sports for the last.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these teams she talking about.
That's what I'm
We
trying to
said
figure out.
LSU, Lisa.
Who
That's
she
her
root for?
team.
She-
Oh, that's
I
who
got
she
to
got
well,
playing
she's
on?
from Louisiana.
We
gonna
gave
figure it out.
LSU their credit.
We did give
got out there-
LSU their
They went
credit.
out there and kicked Miami ass.
Yeah.
Low key, LSU get about the same report over the last couple of years. Defense.
Yeah, offense.
Yeah.
And the bad part about
Depends
LSU
on the running game.
over the years, the bad part about LSU is that because they have not had a quarterback,
Right.
they have not been able to take advantage of some
Right,
of
I
the.
can't remember the last time they had a quarterback. Now that I'm thinking about it. His name was like Metzenberger.
Metzberger was the last good.
Was it
Metzberger was
Metzenberger?
okay.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
probably they
He was
last
okay.
good one.
Okay.
But
I remember
think
him.
about it like
He
this.
was pretty decent. He didn't really get.
LSU has had dog receivers
Hell yeah.
over the years. They had Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, and they were on the team at this same damn time.
Yep.
You've
I
had.
don't even remember the other dude.
See, here she go.
I just remember.
I said Odell, and her damn eyes start glazing.
This would be about the point in which you should start get ready to pause your damn self.
Yeah, because you about to head left.
Yeah.
But yeah, LSU has never had a quarterback.
I don't even
But they've
remember
always
who was
had
throwing
running back.
him.
They've always had running back. You had Fournette, you had Geis, you had Alfred Blue, you had
Yep.
all you had LSU keep a running back.
Yeah.
And that was like budding
But they
budding
don't-
years with them
They
three.
keep a running back because of what we just said. They never have a good throwing quarterback.
Yeah,
So you have to keep
which,
a good.
which is what keeps them from getting over the hump because
and it
what
keeps,
happens when
and
they
it
get,
keeps your defense. It keeps your defense at least they can breathe.
yeah,
a
but
little
with
bit. You
LSU,
got
what
that
what
running
gets
game.
them in the problem is
But the running
they
game, like
offense,
football has moved away from the running game. We talked about that last year.
Pro, yes.
But I mean,
In college, you can't really get away
Yeah.
from it
college, you're still gonna have a dog
because
running
everybody
back.
ain't gonna be a
You know, you're not
every
gonna get
quarterback
away
ain't
from
gonna be
it.
that
But also
good.
in college, a lot of teams run out of the spread or run out of that kind of shotgun system. So
but with these kids trying to go pro,
that
it's gonna be hard to find somebody that want to play running back when they know it's not a real opportunity for that.
if they're not getting carries, then hell no. But you go
Yeah,
to
it-
certain
it
schools, you're
depends.
gonna get the carry.
But then, and even the schools that
Think of shit,
like a LSU or hell, even
Georgia last year had both of
There
their
you
starting
go.
running backs.
That's
went
another
second
good
and third
example.
Well,
round.
yeah, but
There
they
you
were
go.
exceptional.
Alabama, they keep some good running
They
backs.
keep a stable.
Yes, they do.
And the thing about it is, you're not gonna pass up the opportunity as a kid. You're like, hey, I could
You
go.
won't pass
I
up the
could go
opportunity.
there.
I'm just saying you won't see as many trying to do
because
that.
they all get loaded up. At
So if you can't
certain
really
programs.
get quality, so if they're not being developed and you can't get quality running backs, you're gonna change your offenses because you can't find a quality running back. Next thing you know, they'll be phased out.
Well, and you can only do it so much. It all depends on the kid's build and athleticism. Because if he got hands, and he can more or less be a Le'Veon Bell, Ty Gurley, they can kind of at least catch a toss.
But the people
at
y'all
a
talking
minimum,
about are exceptions.
right? But
You
hell,
have to
that's
think about the running backs that have been drafted over
them
the
the only
last
ones
three,
getting drafted anyway
3 or
to
4 years.
really
Like
play
you
the
have to
position.
be an exceptional
Especially if you're
running
gonna go
back.
first round.
Oh hell yeah!
If
Ain't
you're
no-
gonna go
ain't
at
no
all,
doubt.
because nobody's drafting running backs. Like,
Actually, running backs have been on. It's been an uptick on running backs the last couple of years.
Right,
As far as getting, especially going in, like for a minute, it wasn't really that
like
many running
early
backs going-
second round.
It wasn't a bunch going in the first round. This year, you had a couple going in the first round. It's going in cycles,
yeah.
and you kind of seeing people wanting running backs. Because you need running backs that can do more now. They need to be able to block. They need to be able to catch. They need to be able to run.
Mhm.
But like I say,
But
But
quarter-
historically, that's not what they needed to do.
Quarterback
That's what I'm
play has gone down a bit overall
Yes,
in the NFL
that's true.
too. So
Quarterback play
that
has
does
gone
help.
down altogether, but quarterback play has gone
I don't know
down.
if it's gone down or if it's evolved.
Nah,
Quarter-
it's gone
it's-
down.
it's-
But the quarterbacks have become more physical, so they're more agile than they used to need to be.
But that ain't necessarily a quarterback.
See,
But that's what the quarterbacks are looking like now when you're looking at Cam Newton and Aaron Rodgers.
No. See, the difference is I don't think it's what happened with a lot of quarterbacks now is once a lot of high schools and colleges went to the spread offenses.
Right.
You took a lot of the quarterback instincts out of quarterbacks because now it
Right.
became look to the sideline,
Right.
find the play, and you got like one read, and this is your target. If he ain't there,
Go.
run or throw it
Right.
away. Don't you're not going through your progressions, which why when the draft came around, you kind of see who people are looking at. You're looking like it's still going to be a situation of the league is still going to be looking at your traditional quarterbacks. Can they read defenses?
pocket.
Can they go through progressions? And then you
Is he
start
go, is he
seeing.
go panic, all that other stuff.
Then you start, like why you think like Lamar Jackson? Why he, you knew the talent is there
Yeah.
because he's just a physical athlete. But
yeah,
you're
yeah.
still worried about him throwing the ball. Like I don't think he's ready to be in the league and have to guide the offense
Not yet,
because
no.
if he's gonna have to, if he can't throw and he got to rely on his legs, okay, he might get that off 1 or 2 games.
I was about to say it's a couple of them that get by with it.
Not that they can't throw at all.
Not the whole season, but
yeah, like he'll get a game or 2 in, and then what's gonna happen? Defense is gonna adjust, and just like they did, just like they did with the read option. Remember when Robert Griffin came in? Robert Griffin came in, he was out there killing, and he running read options, and he just.
Boy, it wasn't 2 weeks later,
and then he got, and then what happened?
Definitely.
Defense started adjusting.
Yeah.
Then they tagged his ass,
Made him look like
and
trash.
now you like, ooh, I can't. Now I'm gunshot to run.
Well, it's not just that. All that have actually excelled with that style, unless you just running like a bat out of hell, like a Vic, and ain't nothing you can do about it. But
Vic also can throw. He wasn't the most accurate, but he had arm.
It wasn't just that he had an arm, like you said. He can read it. He can still read it. He wasn't just especially after like especially after the first season going into
Vic
the second. Then you can
after a while, Vic wasn't just take the ball, then I'm out.
And he knew the offense. Like his running was a part of the offense. It wasn't just he didn't just lean on it every damn play.
If he wasn't dogfighting every weekend. My bad.
Pause.
But look, dog. Vic can tell you.
That was not even
Vic
a right
say
opportunity.
pause.
I want you. You need to wait. Allow the game to come to you. Damn it.
Yeah, let the game come to you. Nah, man. Vic admitted, he was like, if I invested half of what I did into the playbook, I'd have been 10 times better.
My God.
That's all the thing I'm saying with that.
And that kind of
Vic was
hurts me to
amazing.
even think about it, dog. That was like the most dynamic player. Let me just break it down to video game wise. Okay. This is the most dynamic player ever to play next to Bo fucking Jackson from Tecmo Bowl.
You know, she had her people watching. Man, you can't be dropping.
My bad, Southern folks. I drink the tea. I water the grass. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. We drop more F-bombs than anything. I was just trying to help.
So
we was trying to get syndicated.
So what? Shit, this is syndication. We on YouTube. Shit, we worldwide, pumpkin.
What else we had in college football? That's it
because college football, like you said, okay,
it's week 1.
It's week 1.
I mean, let's see
early, because we did this and we were really, really good like 2 years ago. Early.
Was that an evaluation?
Early predictions for the Heisman.
I don't have one yet.
Tua.
Right.
I don't have one yet.
I don't know. I ain't, like I say, it's too early. I mean, Tua is the big name that's out there.
I know. You know, the Heisman now is just media hype.
Yeah,
it's who they keep saying. Whoever gonna win the Heisman person. But you know what?
But you know what happens? What always happens? They got to think of the September Heisman because Denard Robinson used to win the September Heisman.
He did that several years in a row.
You win the, you get off and he done ran for 200, threw for 200. Like, oh shit! And then regular games come and
So the Heisman is won in November.
Right. Yeah. Right now, you just getting your name out there.
So we're just saying early predictions. Early predictions for a national championship.
If I was gonna predict it, I would go. I'm gonna stick with Alabama. It's a safe pick. I don't have a dark horse.
Yeah, you ain't got to go out on the limb with that one.
Nah, I don't have a dark
Alabama.
horse.
Because Clemson. Okay. Shit.
Well, and
I say because Georgia still looks great.
You know what?
But I don't think.
Can I take my pick back?
No, Georgia, you should have thought about it.
No, it was Georgia.
No, Georgia. Now watch me work. Now Georgia is gonna be the team to watch this season.
Georgia got a game this weekend. That'll tell me a lot because Georgia plays South Carolina this weekend.
Ooh, wait, what time? What,
Ooh,
you see the time of day?
I mean,
the time.
2:30.
It's still South Carolina.
No, South Carolina ain't bad.
No, they're not.
South Carolina. If somebody was like this weekend,
North Carolina ain't good.
Right. If somebody this weekend was like,
they still got a football team. I thought they just hang around and wait till basketball season.
However, the rest of the
check this
Jordan
out.
money could funnel
If South Carolina and Mississippi State was playing this week, that would be a big SEC game this week. Because it'd be two top 25 teams, 2 teams that you both think can make a move. South Carolina is clearly the second best team in the East, and y'all are jockeying for second and third.
Okay.
So that game would be major this week if it was Mississippi State and South Carolina. So Georgia, South Carolina is just as
Jeffrey says Georgia has the easiest path to the national championship.
They do, but they also lost a lot of talent. They lost a lot coming into this year.
I don't know. Their coach is incredible. Like, I think he has a plan. And I'm playing.
Yeah, he sat in the cut at Alabama. Was like, "Yep, I'm gonna go back." See, fuck, I hate this goddamn comparison.
I don't even know.
Cause he is doing what Jim Harbaugh should be doing. Damn.
They Michigan fans, Lisa.
God.
Oh,
Kirby Smart, former Georgia player, goes back to his alma mater. Got them rolling.
Right.
It's this exact same. For the years, Georgia and Michigan have been compared because before Kirby Smart, it was they get talent, they can't get over the hump. Georgia, they always were kind of parallel. Now Georgia separate themselves. Georgia like, like we getting all we signing nothing but 5 stars. We signing. One dude even came out and said, "Coach gave him the bag." I'm like, whoa, you self snitching. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, these kids talk too much, man. They're going to start using Cash App.
It's a new. Nah, don't. That's all kind of money trail. What's wrong?
Algorithm.
What's wrong
South
with you?
Carolina, I don't know. I'm not sold on South Carolina. They haven't done anything.
I only pay attention
since
to them
Jadavian
now.
Clowney left. I haven't seen anything remotely exciting
But it's
about them.
It's something about in Lattimore. It's something about them playing.
In Lattimore,
They was all
Yeah.
under the same thing though.
It's something about them, like you said, when they play Clemson though. Like they wake their ass.
Well,
up.
That's a rivalry
That's
game.
a rivalry game. Like you can never discount a rivalry
Plus,
game.
this game
about
in
the only
South
time.
Carolina.
That's about the only time.
It
we
doesn't
gonna really
matter.
see them
It's
this
South
year.
Carolina.
Okay.
The scariest thing happening in South Carolina is their girls basketball team. Seriously.
True.
Nothing else is going on in South Carolina. Okay? Let's not make that happen. Let's not make South Carolina a thing. That's not a thing, okay?
Hey, South Carolina men's team went to the Final Four 2 years ago.
Who? Name somebody on the team.
Shit, I don't know.
Exactly. Nothing is happening in South Carolina.
They coach named Frank Martin. He looked like a mob guy.
He does look like a mob guy. He's pretty scary.
So
Frank Martin sent somebody with the fishes at least one time in his life.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee
most
that.
definitely.
He done talked to
have somebody in the mob.
Frank Martin. He done talked to somebody at the docks somewhere, and it was foggy.
We are moving, y'all. We're moving to tennis.
What I mean,
we're just gonna talk about Serena because she deserves it.
Pretty much that. I mean, let's just be real. This is easily one of the greatest athletes of all time, of all sports, coming off a birth of a child, and came. It was a little slow out the gates, and then she had to regroup a little bit. But once it got back training, why? What are you looking at me?
This is what we're not gonna do. This is what we're not gonna do.
She in the semis.
This is what we're not gonna do. This is what we're not gonna do.
What? Give her props about being a mother and
coming out slow out the gate. Do you understand what childbirth is like?
No, I don't.
Do you understand what
Why
happens
you go
to
there?
your body?
Why you see?
No, I'm telling.
Do you understand?
No, I'm telling you what happened.
Pushed a life.
Yeah, I saw the life of my child come out of his mama.
But I need you to understand the differences. So she was slow out the gate. She earned it.
Yeah, that was actually the point.
No. We just don't want to acknowledge that she was slow out the gate. We just want
to but it ain't like
she admitted it.
It ain't like she didn't play in the Wimbledon final.
She did say it.
Let me say it as a woman
who
has pushed the baby
Hold
out.
up, what I'm saying though.
Y'all don't get to say it.
No, it don't. Man, what she did in the early tournaments don't matter no way. She was just getting her legs back.
He said she was a little slow out the gate.
She was getting her legs back.
She had a whole big baby. You see how big that baby is?
You see how big her booty is?
Yeah.
Like even the producer got quiet. Like what?
Yeah,
she got.
She does have a big butt.
That's the reason why that's why they tripping over the cat suit. Good.
Cat my ass. That was a panther.
Right.
I think they fail to understand how super effing extra black women are. Like if you tell us not to do one thing, we go to a whole.
I'm telling you. Okay,
they really bitch.
Right.
They
look.
Right.
They like
hold my beer.
They like okay, she can't wear the cat suit. Okay,
she came out in a whole.
All she gonna do is gonna be like, and this is only for the French Open. So what next year's French Open? What she's gonna do? She probably still gonna have some kind of leggings or something on.
Right.
She gonna put a Nike skirt on over.
But she's always been like the fashion person in tennis.
For the most part,
I didn't get why not wearing the cat suit. It's easier.
It's only that one tournament. Is that one the French Open and the majors? Like I say, all the majors have their own thing. The U.S. Open don't really give a damn. They like.
Yeah, they don't care.
We in Queens. Let's get it.
Yep. Shit.
Wimbledon, you have to wear all white.
And
that's the rule.
like Fashion Week.
Yeah. Wimbledon, you got to wear all white. That's the only rule, pretty much.
But she can wear a white cat suit. Serena really can't do no wrong to me. I
Somebody else
love
did
her.
that already too.
That was years ago.
I
The
love
picture
her.
they showed.
I
Yeah.
love the commercial with her and her dad. I loved it.
Oh man,
That was something.
that's still one of the
And
best clips
it
you gonna
is.
find.
It is between her and her sister. I always kind of wonder if Venus feels left out. 'Cause everybody just kind of focuses on.
But Venus like, but it ain't like Venus didn't do her thing also. It ain't like Venus don't got like 10 Grand Slam titles.
Venus
It's true. It's just that
ass.
nobody really focused on Venus. I don't
Well,
remember.
because Serena Venus had a lot of hype early on because Venus used to kick Serena ass early on.
Yes, she did.
And then Serena body caught up and you saw the power
True.
in Serena's game.
Her agility,
and that's
all
where
that shit caught
that's
up.
where they kind of they separated. But I mean, think about it. Venus is 38, 39 and still playing. She's not playing as high as Serena, but there's still tournaments
She's
where
still a top tier.
you'll still see her like, oh damn, Venus then made it to the quarterfinals.
like all
Like,
the time
she
though.
just show up like all of a sudden. You be like, I didn't know she's playing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like you don't never know. But the whole story is Serena just got here. Serena took an Uber. Serena got this on. Serena got that on. Serena got the baby.
That's what I'm
Serena-
saying.
Yeah,
And
because
then
but
you
when
look
you're
up
the
and
person,
Venus
but when
is
you're the
in the
person that's going,
semifinals.
think about it like this: when you're the person that's going for records and you're going to break, tennis,
Do you think Venus has a passion for it that Serena does?
I think Venus is just at the point that her body can't do it anymore because she's slow.
Not that much older.
She slowed down though. But Venus has also had a lot of injuries.
I was about to say that.
Okay.
Venus has had a lot
She
of
had a
injuries,
lot
a
of
lot of leg
injuries.
injuries, a lot of
Like
knee injuries.
season
So
ending.
she's just at this point. She loves they playing tennis at this age. They all love tennis. At this point, she's just at a point where her body is just not going to let her
Right.
do what a 23-year-old is going to do. It
Right.
ain't physically possible. And
Well-
and I think in the next 2 to 3 years, you will probably see Serena go through the same thing where she'll just all of a sudden she can't push as hard as she did, and that's just what.
Well, it's gonna be that, and then plus Venus did a lot of things off the court, so that kept. her
Yeah, they
busy,
both
too.
do though. Yeah, but Venus is like heavy into fashion.
That's
She's
what I'm
into
saying.
designs and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
So yeah, put it like this: they both said they ain't got no.
they great.
They ain't got no problem.
Yeah, Serena could not play another game. She married up. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh,
hey.
she real good.
Serena she's in the semis tomorrow.
I'm not even upset.
I hope that her and Madison Keys win because then
True.
that puts 2 Americans in the final.
Yeah.
But you got 2 sisters in the final.
It's black on black fine.
Yeah.
I'm watching for you.
Bam.
I'm watching you.
Hit you with the gun.
And then
You did.
after that, after the U.S. Open, then we forget about tennis again up until the Australian Open next year.
True.
It's true.
Yeah,
So,
season ends.
Hence the
yeah.
reason why when people start tripping about her, the Casu thing in the French Open, I'm like, dude, the only reason we care about the damn French Open is if Serena's playing.
Right.
If she ain't in it,
Nobody's
then
talking
we
about
don't
There is
it.
no French Open.
We're not really watching
nobody's
it.
having that
I mean,
conversation.
tennis fans are, but the common fan who's only going to watch it because Serena is there or she's possibly close to winning, then yeah, we're not going to boycott it because now if we talking about we going to boycott the French Open, we boycotting Serena.
Right, and we're not.
We ain't gonna do that.
We're not boycotting Serena.
Nah.
We'll boycott y'all.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is y'all gonna end up and there's gonna be a whole lot of us out there eating chicken wings at the tennis court talking shit. Y'all better
We
hush.
gonna bring them with us though. It's gonna be in foil
We got-
inside of a sandwich
There's
bag.
gonna be some lemon pepper wings.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Shit, I'm getting some after the show.
Mm.
Oh, hell yeah!
I thought about that.
Shit, I don't know.
I
I'll
don't-
figure something out.
I don't need. Nah,
We'll talk about that later.
Man.
Okay, because they closed Victor Tango's.
Yeah, I figured that out by mistake. Well, he kept telling me he heard about it, and then I would go.
And then I came back and they closed Max's Wine Dive.
Oh, did they?
Just
I don't
way
think I
too
don't
much
think they like
happening.
rules. They just turn them. Just go turn into something else. Restaurant industry and no, both of those places had a run. Let's not get it twisted.
But
They had a
still,
nice run.
Don't take away a good thing.
You never know. It might end up being a better thing or a new thing.
It never works that way.
Shit.
Well.
Grass green in the motherfucker on the side for
It
me.
kind of does.
I told somebody that yesterday.
But sometimes it's turf.
Talking about the grass ain't shit. Turf don't need no maintenance.
Turf cut you.
Turf don't need no motherfucking maintenance.
Turf. We done went way.
Pause both of y'all.
There you go.
See, you should have let me have the opportunity.
You wasn't there. You wasn't taking it fast enough.
Grass greener than a motherfucker on my side. Put a little fertilizer on that bitch, a little sprinkle of manure, 2 sprays in the morning, 1 at night.
Stop. You doing too much. It's nasty.
So,
he nasty.
no, I'm really talking about watering my grass,
Oh.
hypothetically. So, let's go. It's up to y'all. We can go NFL. We can go.
Well, I'm not watching it. I'm just gonna kneel doing the whole thing.
This motherfucker done knelt.
17 weeks, huh?
She done knelt.
Nah, I want to see her get back up.
I'm gonna need some help.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need some help to get up after this conversation.
She's stuck.
Oh my God.
I'm stuck in my kneel.
You got to see if your knees ain't all the way right, you got to pause.
Pause.
That would have been.
My knees are great.
I
My body still
Pause.
My body still does what 23-year-olds do.
I don't even know if she wants the pause at this.
No, she want all them accolades.
Y'all came. I want all the smoke.
At this particular point, I don't think she get no shit about no pauses. I
don't.
So
I just had to make that known because I know y'all friends can tune back in. They be in my inbox.
Oh my God, why do you say this
y'all.
every show? And I think it only be like one person. That'd be the funny part.
No, it don't.
Oh, it don't be one.
I ain't gonna tell
never
you
mind.
the other people either.
That's fine.
Hey.
So what
I'm
had
back.
happened with the NFL is,
Sliding them deep. Before we hit the serious shit of the NFL, man,
we could just go
this is
straight football
random
first.
stuff.
Yeah.
Antonio Gates back
Yeah, I peeped that.
because they tight end Hunter, dude they drafted this year.
Got
No,
it.
dude they drafted last year. He hurt for the year. So
Was he retired?
if you want to call it that,
Yeah,
you kind of forced retirement. Like
For the most part.
you're done.
it was about that.
And
time.
he ain't gonna play with nobody else. So
No, he gonna play
But
like.
this probably about his last year though.
I was about to say he gonna play like 2 downs, quarter.
He coming in. I mean, he coming in. They saying he practicing, and he more than likely may play in the opener.
Good shit for Gates.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas ended his holdout. He been
okay.
trying to get traded for a minute, and Dallas been trying to get him. But
Mm-mm.
Seattle like we ain't trading his ass to Dallas.
No.
Fuck that.
I don't think Dallas really wanted him.
No, they upped their deal. They up.
I know, but
Dallas
Oh,
need
they
him.
if
want
they
him.
Dallas
wanted
need
him,
him.
Dallas need him.
The Scandrick era is done.
It been done.
Thank you.
Been
It
done.
wasn't that great.
I don't
Well,
even
between-
remember the error.
Well, you know they hyped him up.
I mean, they had. I'm talking about his actual error.
Personally, I
I'm
just
talking
remember.
about his market.
All I remember is Drea.
Yes,
Seriously, in person.
which is a good thing.
Oh damn.
You said, have we seen her in person?
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say something bad in my iPad, so I'm just gonna.
That's
be
just that good old karma right
just
there.
gonna hush.
Nah, I ain't seen her in person. I know she got a reduction.
Sorry.
You know,
Oh, right.
She got some things
Well,
reduced.
that's not cool. I guess.
Yeah,
still
well,
fine,
you know,
though.
we have to be careful with all that silicone and concrete we be pumping in our body, so y'all can say we cute. Cause I'm gonna tell you something.
Shit, y'all be cute anyway. That's y'all be wanting to do
that.
that.
Fix a flat in there. That stuff is that's
That shit is deadly.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, we ain't really doing that for y'all no more. We getting all our foreign objects removed. I don't have any.
Oh,
I have all of my factory parts.
No aftermarket.
No
All
aftermarket parts. No
Right up my alley.
aftermarket. No, you know,
All OEM.
Yeah, right.
no warranty is good. But I'm just saying, for those of us who have pumped our bodies full of fix a flat, we are removing that. We are in a new season in our lives.
Fuck around, wonder why them damn why your milk don't digest right. You got all this other shit in your body.
Well, yes, I wouldn't.
I'm about to make up a word. It's
I
co-inflicting.
wouldn't suggest that nobody breastfeed with fix a flat in you.
Co-inflicting with each other. Now your
Yeah.
baby's sick.
Now your baby see it.
You got
Messed up his bloodstream.
goddamn Play-Doh
'Cause
leaking
you
out
trying
your
to be
nipples.
cute.
Now your baby's sick.
Right.
And they don't know how to fix your damn baby. Your baby done drank some fix-a-flat.
Got foreign objects.
Yeah, Joe crazy Miss
Yeah.
Potato Head ass. Miss Potato Bitch.
Okay.
What's up, Miss Potato Bitch?
Okay. Wait. We gotta come back. We always go.
Booty look like a bubble on a tire. You get a bubble on your tire before?
I'm just saying, like the hip to butt to
The Thundercat
Leg.
faces.
ratio, if it's not normal or natural, then
Hell yeah, booty look like a letter P. That's crazy as hell.
okay, stop.
I ain't got no fat at all. Dude. Your booty look like a letter P, Kardashian butt bitches.
See what I'm talking about?
Need to chill.
See what I'm talking about?
I'm just saying.
I ain't even trying no
Acting
more.
like it's goddamn.
I'm not even trying. I'm just letting him rock. Cause
Fake ass Fashion Nova model bitches.
Hey, man, you can't be calling them bitches, dog.
I don't know their name.
Can't be alienating people, man. Can't be calling them bitches.
Where's breast cancer
Fashion
awareness
Nova
month
girls,
next
though.
month? We'll figure it out.
So,
You
Get
know
the
men
audience
get,
so,
y'all know men get breast cancer too.
Yeah, if you got men breasts,
oh,
it's the easiest way that it works.
man.
Okay.
Raiders traded Khalil Mack to the Bears because the Bears couldn't afford it. I mean, because the Raiders couldn't afford to keep him
They
or
weren't
sign
paying
him.
that. They were not paying
No,
all
they
them-
could not afford to pay it.
Yeah, they got because
You
of
know,
Gruden. First of all,
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
I didn't even know
Gruden
Chuck
money-
it was
they
back.
gave him $100 million. How they ain't got nothing to do?
Gruden money don't have nothing to do with team salary.
I'm not watching the interview.
What that is
It just looked bad when you think about it.
yeah, but his like the salary cap, Gruden money don't got nothing to do with that. Is
Right.
they don't have the money that would have been
Money,
needed
money.
to give him the guarantee money that they're going
Right.
to need up front.
There you go.
Because they don't. They're not. They don't really have the cash like that because they're still playing in Oakland in that old stadium. They don't really get any revenues from them. That's why they. That's another reason why they really need to get to Vegas. They're going to Vegas, but they're not going to 2020.
Ain't none of that money
No
ready.
money.
For the next 2 years, nah.
Yeah, that money ain't ready.
Because I mean, the stadium they're playing in is for baseball and football, and it's a stadium that doesn't have any. I don't think it has luxury boxes. So all the stuff that teams kind of get their money from, they're not getting it. So
I
you don't.
think John Gruden should be commentating.
Yeah, I didn't like him going back to the.
I
To the
didn't either.
I didn't even know he was back because I'm not watching football. But for the sake of this show, I did watch the Cliff Notes on ESPN. So
She kneeled earlier, y'all.
I did kneel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kneel.
that's what we
I'm
gonna need you
kneel
to do.
again during this conversation.
Please don't get
every
your ass on
Tuesday,
this
we're gonna
phone,
need you to
man.
sit there and watch just ESPN just to get the Cliff Notes so you can
I'm
at
just
least
gonna
enjoy
get the
it.
Cliff Notes.
See,
I can't
don't
get
get
from
stuck.
under the table.
Don't get stuck.
I'm about to take a picture of your ass.
Don't take a picture.
No, man, but
Yeah, I think he should go back to commentating. And while we are on talking about commentators, you can go ahead and come in on Braylon Edwards. We're gonna circle that thing back.
Oh yeah, real quick, yeah.
Thank
Braylon,
You're welcome. That's why I'm here.
the comments he made, I don't disagree with him. Like we played trash, our offense looked terrible, and we've played like garbage last couple. Our offense has been bad. His mess up is that you work for the Big Ten Network, which means
Here's the thing, though. You should be able to criticize, even though you work for the Big Ten Network, and this is how I know I'm probably never going to work for ESPN, you should be able to criticize your own you should be able to criticize the Big Ten if you work for the Big Ten Network. It's people on the SEC Network that will talk about you if you're a trash. Booker gonna let you know.
The difference is Booger ain't gonna sit there and call a player. He ain't gonna be like, Phil Newkirk, he trash. This person is trash.
Yes, they do that.
He's not gonna do it to that. No, not to that. But also remember this: like the Big Ten Network, they're owned by the Big Ten. So you're pretty much shitting on one of your own teams who kind of pay your salary.
and your premier team too.
But
I couldn't find the lie.
But you just can't. You're not gonna talk about student athletes. You're not gonna call them trash.
You gotta be.
He literally
you gotta be
said.
more objective. Than that.
Hold up, let me find them.
You gotta be
But
more
I
objective
couldn't
than
find the
that.
lie. Here's the thing.
That ain't the problem.
That-
It's
it was-
the consequence within the truth is the whole
Yeah,
thing. now.
it's just like freedom of speech. You got the right to say whatever. You
Yeah,
just
the
not
fuck
free
you wanna
of
say.
Well, then they
consequences.
shouldn't call them commentators if they just there to kiss butt.
But you can disagree and you can
Be fair.
you
though.
can comment and criticize them.
Right.
But he went just way too far.
And you know what?
I didn't think it was too far. Like I read his comments.
It's too
I
it's
wasn't
too heavy.
offended by
It's
it.
too heavy on that one program when it comes down to
No,
it.
it
But
ain't
that
even,
was just him talking about that one program. Where's his comments about like the other programs? I'm sure he.
but
didn't
this
just
was
sit there and
but
spend his
also he
whole time
wasn't
talking about
he
that.
was he did it on his Twitter and I'm trying to
Yeah, so he didn't even do it on TV.
but
It ain't
once
good
again
either.
but
That's
you know
worse.
as we've seen the
It's still your
whatever
image.
you say, yeah. You're representing
Jeffrey said he took a fan position and a professional position. That's
there
what
it
he's
is.
trying to
You
say.
can't.
There it is.
Hey Jeffy, you a bad boy. Appreciate that because you just summed all everything up.
Yeah. Like and he said he was like, I shouldn't have
A
attacked
fan
Ruiz.
alone position, but
He said I shouldn't attack Ruiz because he said their names direct. He's like, I shouldn't attack Ruiz. I shouldn't attack Patterson that hard or period individually. I apologize as a former student athlete, as an NCAA analyst. He said, now with that said, he still said you and them need to step it up, which is true.
Yeah.
They do, but also He dropped like 2 or 3 F-bombs in the tweet also.
Oh, that's not
But
good.
what's the difference between
Oh,
him
no.
doing it?
That's an extreme difference. That's an extreme
Between who
difference.
You the F-bomb king.
Yeah, but I ain't.
What's
He don't work
the
for the Big
difference?
Ten.
I know.
And I ain't one of the best receivers ever to come out of the Big Ten that people actually tuning in to watch.
And he was hot. I remember him.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
so yeah, Braylon, it was hard. He was hard.
That nigga look like R. Kelly when he got braids in his head.
Yeah,
though.
but he was hard.
I remember
when
that,
he was in
man.
school. He was. Woo.
He's a really
But
good football
anyway,
player.
Yeah, and
Oh,
that
my
too. But he
goodness
was
gracious.
hard.
Oh,
Boy,
my goodness
I'm gonna tell you the best positions on a football team,
We're not doing
as far
this.
as body is
We are
concerned,
so not
is
doing this.
receivers and cornerbacks. I
Yeah.
loves me. Okay. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna save now.
Yeah,
Listen.
you sure not to make your friends uncomfortable.
I'm just saying he was. But anyway, what I was trying to say was, I forgot what I was trying
See
to
what
say.
I'm
'Cause I got a
saying?
mental picture.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Every time you bring yourself down here.
Well, what's the difference between him saying it and being direct and going directly at somebody, and then everybody on like
It's a
Stephen A.
line.
Smith?
It's a line you
and
don't cross.
all of
Stephen
them,
A.
They do it.
Stephen A. done
You
been
know-
reprimanded for stuff before.
Not completely, but Braylon Edwards is suspended. Like he's not. He gonna be
Yeah, he'll be
suspended
back.
for a while.
He'll be back. No, he'll be back.
He probably got a
He'll
week.
be back. Yeah, week.
One-
No,
I
definitely
ain't never
release
seen
it.
them take Stephen A. off
No, Stephen A. done been suspended a bunch of times.
off TV.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he's been suspended a bunch of times.
I don't
off TV.
remember him being missing.
For similar stuff.
Because
And
they go directly at people like all the time.
But also, like I say, the difference is when you're dealing with college players, you can't do it because they're not getting paid. So if
Right.
you sit there and
Ooh, oh. I forgot where I was at.
girl, if you don't with this shit, oh my God.
You didn't get
You
Talked
just-
about the bags and the
you
bags.
just like them kids. Golly, man.
I'm
Swear.
sorry, I don't know. What happened.
Anyway,
Hold on, what key?
I'm tired.
exactly.
Thank you.
That's the thing. So
I'm tired.
you're dealing with college students.
Just
They're
a
not
little
getting paid. And like I said, he's calling them out by name, but he's not saying they played bad or he had a bad game. Once you start with the personal Angie trash, that's
Yeah.
personal attack.
Yeah.
So
There you
all
go.
of your criticism goes out the window because you just made it personal.
And
Second
then
of all, like I say, Stephen A. Smith don't work for the network who puts all these games out.
Right.
He worked for ESPN. Like I say,
It's an umbrella.
yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it, and I understand what you're saying, but I just felt
You don't
like
think
I
it's
didn't
that
feel
big
like
of
it
a
was
deal.
that far. Like for me, like you said, he working for the network, and he working for the network that's putting the games out. It ain't like he said y'all shouldn't watch Michigan no more because Michigan trash. Don't watch no more of them games. Now that's a violation.
Second of all,
But
his little brother played for the damn team.
and if he trash, he probably gonna call him out too.
Oh, yeah, right. He was bitching a couple years ago when his brother didn't get recruited by Michigan. He wasn't that great, but
I know,
he
but
was
it's
sitting
a
there.
family
But
thing.
still, and he is a Michigan legacy because his dad Stanley Edwards played at Michigan.
Sure
That's
did.
the thing.
Hell
Like you
yeah.
automatically get on the team. 'cause
No.
you're-
I'm
no.
saying as his Braylon
To
You
make
could-
it.
has
To
he
make it.
set his own legacy, but his dad
Yeah.
set a legacy also.
Right.
So when you got somebody of this stature that's saying it, and like I said, and you're saying, like I said, in your position, when 2 weeks ago you were just on campus doing campus tours,
Yeah.
on campus and talking about the student athletes and all of that. Like if he wasn't with the Big Ten Network and the Big Ten Network wasn't what it is, then yeah, it'd just be an alumni. He was out there wilding, blah blah blah. But he already came off like, yeah, I was kind of faded. I shouldn't have said this and that. You can still, like I said, you can be
Well, you know,
critical.
everybody crunk on Twitter now because y'all.
Yeah,
president.
man, but you got to understand sometimes, depending on what your position is, if you get crunk on Twitter,
But
it
y'all
come back to you.
president told him it was all right. to talk shit.
It's all right for them.
Oh.
Mic drop.
Message because dude, you done lost your chick.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he'll be back, and like I say, you just can't attack that personal. You
That's
can
a
be
fact.
like, he need to step it up.
Perfect segue. Speaking of checks, Nike has turned the sports advertising world on the top of their damn head.
Again, this is not the first time that Nike has done this. It won't be the last.
What times do you recall?
I'm talking about when everybody turned on Tiger Woods and they did the whole little Tiger Woods is a
That's
little
one
boy
time.
again.
Yep.
Then when
Kobe. There
they
we
did
go.
it for Kobe when Kobe was up there getting that girl.
Do you about to go
Don't you tell
Y'all
don't
know
you,
what
don't,
Kobe
don't you talk about
did.
Kobe Brain Bryant like
Y'all
that.
know what Kobe
Oh no, he
did.
tried to kidnap the, but
Y'all know what Kobe
Boy
did.
tried to dodge ram that thing.
Y'all know, we know what the bean like.
Boy gave it that Ford tough.
We know what Kobe did,
Don't hate
but
the eight.
they got behind Kobe. They got
820
behind.
Yeah,
they got behind
824,
Kobe.
baby.
after
What
he got
time
behind-
is it? 824.
They got behind Kobe after he got behind that girl.
Man,
And
what?
then
Mike Vick, Nike got back behind
they
Vick.
did.
Back behind
Nike
Vic.
got behind Michael Vick.
Now,
And then also
and Jordan, hell.
Michael Jordan.
Shit, that's
right.
one of the first times.
Right.
Gambling like a motherfucker.
But
Right,
but
and,
also,
and they said they couldn't wear. You couldn't wear Jordans in
And
the
the shoe
NBA.
thing.
Oh, that was the first. Yeah, that was
the
yeah.
black. It was the black.
It was
and
the
shoe.
color thing.
So that might have been the first thing they fully got behind.
But
honestly.
that wasn't like a political statement. That
But
was
they paid the fine. They paid the
yeah,
fine.
they paid the fine because they like, yo, we're gonna sell these shoes because now
Exactly.
they're banned.
And that was controversial at the moment because
Yeah,
it was still
it's also 84.
it was 84.
And
NBA
that's
wasn't
when,
pretty
that's when,
like that.
Well, no, that's when it was just. And I read an article about this not too long ago, and it was a
Right.
reason why that the color thing was kind of set up.
The NBA
it
was petty.
It wasn't. It was.
they were
They
just
do
getting
a lot of
established, like
petty
for real,
stuff,
for real.
though.
But remember in the 80s, in the early 80s, NBA was still on tape delays when they were showing games and stuff because
Yeah.
the NBA wasn't popular.
Yeah,
NBA got popular
I'm
after
sorry,
Magic
I don't
and stuff.
Remember, I was
I do.
young.
I remember it.
You 1 year younger than me.
Listen,
And then they purposely didn't put it in the papers and none of that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But
Like watch the game Sunday. When was it?
It was something about.
Thursday.
It was something about home and. It was something about like the home and away things. It was something about being. It's the
was-
simplicity of it.
it was petty.
Nah, it wasn't
Not
that.
really. Well, they had
Because after
rules
that they
set.
changed it. After that they changed it.
They had rules set, but if you got rules set and you want to kind of make sure it stay in place, nobody could just run the hell over you. Then you want to try to
then
play
you-
hardball.
and then they come back.
Pause. See, that was a pause.
I'm
for
sorry,
me.
I don't remember the '80s much. But the '90s, they were petty.
When were they
It
putting in the 90s?
depends. It
They was
depends.
petty in the '90s.
When?
Well,
when
we're
they
not
was,
gonna
like,
get too
talking
far off
about-
track. We talking about clothes?
Yeah, when they was talking about clothes
That
and
ain't-
That's the
braids.
2000s. That was the
That was
2000s. That was the 2000s.
Lamar Odom, Allen Iverson,
Well, it was the late '90s.
baggy ass
No,
t-shirt.
that was early. That was early
truth
2000s.
Truth be told, that was a very ugly era in urban culture wear. Sorry, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, we
When I
was
look
wearing.
Listen.
We was wearing like 5X.
5X
Who
pants,
was wearing 5X?
shirts and shit.
Shit.
A lot of black dudes.
Well, you know,
Actually,
Do
No,
rags.
y'all
white
ass
dudes
Do
was
rags
that.
to the game.
remember Jenko's?
Jinko jeans.
They-
Jenko jeans?
they was on their way to the game. People in
Which-
our culture,
No, they were wearing that
rags
to
are
the
appropriate
bench.
attire.
They were wearing that to the bench. That's when it got bad. To the game or getting off the bus really ain't never been the issue. It's when you wearing it on the bench when you on the injured reserve. And then they wanted to go farther in the direction of professionalism with attire. And that was just fully
Well, now
against
they
the
out there
grain.
wearing purses and skinny jeans.
Well, that
but-
might be like 3 guys.
No, that's half the league. That's
All right,
half the
that's
league.
half the league. I was just
With
thinking
your-
like
having-
Westbrook,
having their ankles out.
LeBron,
James Harden be out there with some wild
Dwayne
shit
Wade,
on.
Yeah, well,
Out there with their ankles showing and shit.
Draymond might pull it every
You
now and
know.
again.
He said with their ankles.
But and the only other the next campaign that I think of is with Barkley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a role model.
Mhm.
That
Barkley
was
had
another
his.
Now in the midst of that, Nike themselves constantly will be under fire regarding the sweatshops and the practices used within the sweatshop. They had to change their whole scheme production wise.
No, they had to change the messaging of their skin.
Right, they still do it.
Well, no, they're gonna do it.
And I still wear Jordans.
They're gonna do it. And guess what? Every clothing apparel that I know is made cheap as hell.
Mhm.
When I say production costs, hell, Victoria's Secret shit was made in jails if it still not is. Yeah.
That's creepy.
So I ain't about to. We ain't gonna sit here and just be holding fuck. One thing.
Yeah, some dude named Walter who's sitting there.
Yeah.
She gonna look good in these.
Matter of fact,
Some dude named Walter
Big
made
Walt.
my drawers.
Yeah, Big Walt doing 20 to 4. He done kissed them
Really?
draws. Yeah, it's a real thing. They make it in the jails. They,
That's
and
why
it
jails
can,
is
and then
big
it could say made in the USA that way. You think you could buy 5 pair of underwear for $7 for it to be made? It's got to be made cheap somewhere, and they paying pennies on an hour to do that. So instead of doing it in another country, you could cut all your logistics costs, do it here. and you do it from the
You
jails.
messed me up about my underwear.
They're serious. So
Guess what? They still gonna rock the same.
I'm scared.
Ain't
yeah.
nobody-
So
you ain't been scared. In 15 years you've been rocking the mugs and buying
But what if
Vickies.
something
That
like
thong.
happened and then you just get mysteriously pregnant?
child, please.
Have
girl.
you over the fit last?
First of all, if you get mysteriously pregnant off that, your coochie so strong. Don't
my
get that to
God.
nobody
We
else.
left.
If you get if you
You set that up though. That's
you
your
said
fault.
that. You said all
We
this.
went left time out.
Audience, anybody, YouTube, Facebooks, and all of the aboves. If you talking
Okay,
about
okay,
mysteriously miraculous, what they
Okay.
call us, the miraculous
Immaculate
contraception, yeah.
It's a miraculous contraception.
If that's what's going
Miraculous
on,
contraception.
if that's what's going on within them
Immaculate
walls,
conception.
same thing. If that's what's going on within that stonch, you got bigger problems than what underwear you wearing. First of all, you need to sit at home and get you some antibiotics or something for about 4-5 days. Call off work, get FMLA or whatever.
Okay.
All right,
We're coming back right.
with that?
We're coming
Okay.
back right. I'm through with that.
Yeah, ain't nobody semen jumping up in your vagina like that. You crazy as hell.
Blame yourself, Angie.
Please blame yourself. But the point of all of this with Nike, they've been under fire with times. They support other people. First of all, let's talk about it. They support people
Yes.
who have gone through their own fair share as humans,
Yes.
made mistakes and the whole nine, all of this. So
Yes.
the beauty of it that I see is that they can still, and also from what I can tell, they're a positive source to help these people stay in front of people, stay in front of kids.
Don't
Stay,
get
you
it,
know what I mean?
Dude, don't get it twisted. I mean, shit, Nike's still in this to make money, so they know a redemption story when it's there. And one also remember it wasn't like they just signed Kaepernick. Kaepernick been getting money from Nike. He's just the face of the campaign that's coming up, the 30-year anniversary campaign or whatever it is. So it ain't like he ain't been with Nike. He just it was quiet. If you don't, it's kind of like he had this contract when he was playing with the Niners, and he just kept getting money from them. But ain't nothing to talk about right there, because it's not like they're paying him to go out there and kneel and everything else. And like, I don't think they're paying him to go out there and kneel now. That's his kneeling part has already been done, and that's documented. Now is
Right.
Nike using all of that from the last couple years and taking the narrative and pushing it in a different different direction,
Right.
or presenting it in a different way, and which was kind of going to end up being the issue with the kneeling. That after so much time, how effective was kneeling going to continue to be?
Right.
Because you remember during the season, you would see the kneeling kind of slow down. You would still have a few people that would kneel, but you didn't have it as much as everybody else. Quiet as it kept, going into last season, the kneeling was slowing down, and it was real quiet until made the comments of calling them sons of bitches and everything else. Which now that kneeling, that wasn't even in
people off.
yeah, that wasn't even in protest at that point anymore.
all.
I'm kneeling now because I'm about to piss you off, because
Right.
and which is also
Right.
but with that happening, that's when the kneeling the message gets lost.
Yeah.
Because now, are you kneeling to piss him off, or are you kneeling to still to project this message?
Yes.
Which means
Absolutely.
when it gets to that point, now you need to change
And it's
kind
the
of
whole,
what
like,
you're
spin
what-
another
what-
narrative and change.
yeah, you need to
the
kind of
narrative.
change what how you're doing it now, because now it's forever lost, because now nobody can look and say, oh, they're still kneeling for social injustice. Well, yeah, some of them, but some of them can just truly be kneeling because it's like F you Trump.
Right.
Of course.
So
Which is what a lot of them were doing for them.
exactly. So like I say, when the whole kneeling thing, you can kind of see it was like slowing down. Even at the end of last season, and once again, as the season went on, you still had some people doing it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the big focus anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't the big
which was
focus
with anything. It's
for sure.
after some time, you just okay.
Once the point is made, a lot
Yeah.
of times there's no reason to keep beating on it like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? But the beauty of it, I see, is the conversations to call out the spinning of the narratives or the call out people just blatantly disregarding the purpose of it, period. And when I usually shut people down, it's typically on Facebook threads, and 9 times out of 10, no offense to my man Spider, 9 times out of 10 is a white boy. 9 times out of 10 is a white boy. And they're like, I don't want to hear that, flag this, anthem that, troops this, and this and that. And it's like, bro.
You're missing the message.
Not even just that. I'm a victim of police brutality. I just don't wear it as a badge. I got beat up by a police officer at 14. That shit haunted me for years. Sued the Detroit Police Department. It fucked me up. Grades fell. I ain't give a shit about being an athlete no more. It was a lot of different things. It was like a ripple effect. So imagine the post-traumatic stress that can come with that for a father, for families, kids. Mm-hmm. It's a ripple effect. People don't get no shit about that. And that's the whole point of a silent protest, when it's something that you feel strongly about, you don't want to be disruptive about it, but you want to make a point to it. And he's made several points to it regarding Colin Kaepernick. He's made several points to it. He's made, even in the locker room.
And he's been consistent about his message.
Ain't nothing changed. And has put his efforts, energy, and money where his mouth is. And hasn't been super just overly vocal. He barely even speaks up on social media. Yeah. Barely does an interview.
Don't do interviews.
Yeah, but if you're lucky and you're in a certain city, you could catch him on the Know Your Rights campaign for his, from that standpoint. Or he's giving away clothes to kids, or even to adults, suits and all. Several things that he gets behind that we already knew he was going to be all right from that perspective. But it's just a matter of, you got to. Case in point, I can't sit here and tell you about childbirth. I can't sit here and tell you about domestic violence. I can't sit here and tell you about Me Too. I can't. I could tell you.
Oh, I bet you've been Me Too a couple of times.
Shit, I need to get Me 3'd in this bitch. But the point of the matter is, I'm just kidding. I'm reeling it in. I'm cooking my feet. I'm gonna be on stage soon. I'm cooking my feet. I'm just getting the juices out. Pause. That was another pause for you. But the point of it all is just I can't tell you that as a woman. Period. I can't tell you that as any, like you said, black woman, mom. I don't care how you spin it. I can't. Yeah. And that's what America overall needs to practice within each other. We can't tell each other our experiences for the sake of the other person, or just
But you can listen, and you can try to have empathy for other people.
That's a key word, and that's missing. As far as the response within the message, that's what's missing, is the empathy. These people don't give no shit about no troops. Everybody let them burn Nike clothes and shoes and all that.
They so crazy.
Smartest thing I've been hearing is like, why don't they give it away to the homeless if you care so much? What'd you say, Angie?
Everybody that's listening, please understand that after you purchase something, I don't know like how y'all miss this, because we need to do if maybe, because sometimes when you have to give people a visual.
Coach Simp.
We need to give people a visual. So like, okay, if I'm selling this phone, okay, and Brenda buys my phone, right?
You don't give a damn what I do with it.
I don't care what you do with it, because I have your money.
That's the same thing that happened, remember, in the 90s with NWA. Remember
they bulldozed the CDs.
What did they say? I don't give a damn. Shit, they paid for them. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
Shit, we gold off of that.
The people that want to listen to it gonna listen to it anyway.
Right,
And you ain't the audience. So basically, if you go out and you buy, this dude went and bought 5 pair of Nikes today and put them on the barbecue grill. And listen,
you just gave Nike 5
You just bought 5 pair of Nikes.
Man, he probably went to like the outlet or like Academy Sports.
The people that
caught the clearance box section.
He bought like the Meyer Nikes. He like everybody was saying, he ain't burn no J's. He ain't burn no ain't nobody burn nothing fly.
No, I ain't seen no nice shoes.
I ain't seen no LeBrons get burned. I ain't seen no J's, no KDs, no Vapor Maxes, no Air Maxes.
Before they even go out on their little tangent, it came out that Puma and Adidas actually offered Kaepernick before he actually took the deal with Nike. So everybody on his side, y'all crazy.
Y'all the crazy ones.
Nah, my favorite part is the people that went online, like, because everybody got to be the first to. I'm trying to go viral. I want to get this. I want to get this hot takeoff. Yeah. You can have your Nikes. I'm gonna keep my Converse and blah blah blah. And they
did it.
They showing their Converse, and I'm sitting there like
Nike makes Converse.
They bought
so
Converse like a few
stupid.
years ago. You big dummy. That's how we know you ain't bought no damn Nikes. You would have known this.
Like, or that's how you know that you just trying to get your hot take off.
Yep.
Because you think that you think you want to be the first one out there.
But you
And
the first fool. You the first fool out there. Because some of us read.
like, that was funny. When I started seeing all
Some of us
those,
look at the box
when
that
I
we
started
buy
seeing
our
all those-
stuff in.
all those-
And
all
it's a
those
little
Twitter-
Nike symbol on the Converse box. I went to the closet to look.
You saw it on there?
Yes.
Here's
I
a
have
real
4
side.
pair of Converse.
This is how you know a real Nike head, and that's how you know they ain't. When they ordered it, if they ordered it online, let's just say hypothetically, if somebody bought it online for them and it got shipped to their house, if that
from Nike.
well, no, that had that Memphis sign on there. That Memphis like a logistics situation.
Yeah,
out
because that's
there.
where they shipping in warehouses and stuff.
You
at.
big dumbasses
I know exactly
don't
where
know
it's at.
anything that's going
And
on.
I'm just gonna advise y'all or something. Okay. I know some people work down there that Memphis playing, okay.
Oh,
Don't
no,
go down
we
don't
go
go
with
down there with that smoke. Cause them people gonna come back at you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You go
yeah,
down
yeah.
to the Memphis plant
Yeah,
with
this is
that, with
Surgeon
that boo-
General warning.
and trying to keep
I
them
know some people working that warehouse.
and
Yeah.
trying to keep them from getting their check.
Boy,
You gonna
don't
have a
do this.
whole nother
Don't
problem.
You think you about to
I
pick it
wouldn't-
outside that damn thing?
I wouldn't advise it. Is all I'm saying.
You gonna get
You're
your
gonna be on-
ass ran over and with some big tires.
You gonna be on the
and
news
gold
for
teeth.
another
Or
reason.
don't.
Yeah, you're right. That or a Tahoe was 26s on or something. That's what they ride.
You
Go
gonna
get your
end
ass ran over.
You gonna end up in it. What's the dude?
Your ass go find-
Young somebody. Yo got a video.
Your ass get dumped
Look,
off
Doc,
in that shipping
I
and
look at-
receiving dock.
I love it. It's funny to me. You set your shoes on fire, all of that. Set your feet on
You
fire.
set your own shoes.
You
You set
know-
your shoes on fire while you wearing them.
Do all of that. I call it natural selection. Just,
That is natural
Just because
selection.
just gonna weed. You just weeding everybody out. That's idiots.
Thank you for your service.
And then gonna go down to the hospital and you burnt your feet up and gotta use your Obamacare.
Yeah, that actually you sure damn do, don't you? You sure damn.
You know what's
do.
bad though? The last couple of days now, I be out and now I be sitting there looking at people's shoes. I be wanting to see if they still wearing them. Like who got on Nike? Because you know we're out in my area that I work in, so you kind of know what I deal with. I'm looking like, You got the monitor, the Mall Walker 12s. Let me see. Yeah, you still got them on. You know you love them. You burnt the old cutting grass pair, but you keep the fresh pair in the closet. You leaving them.
They all moving the New Balance.
The grass compare.
The New Balance in Saucony.
It's always a grass cutting pair of Monarchs though. It's a barbecue pair, it's a grass cutting pair, and it's a fresh pair that walk the mall in. All them shits is the
That's
white
true.
ones.
And they got the real thick soles.
Yeah, man.
So
Orthopedic soles like Yeezys.
aside from the trend setting aspect of the Monarchs, one thing that had been brought to my attention, just as a reminder, of how Nike not only will get behind people in time of controversy, but they also get in front of causes when it's necessary. It could be the KL thing. It could be the Dornbecker thing, which is actually the Dornbecker designs are with a partnership with a children's hospital in Oregon. And people wonder why the Dornbecker designs so well sought after and they cost so much.
They wild designs because they're kid designs.
They're kid designs.
Mm-hmm.
Kids who are, and not necessarily all terminally ill per se, but they ill.
Yeah.
They're going through, their own situations, and that's a beautiful thing that Nike does.
It is.
Like I said, the KL Cancer Foundation for more so breast cancer research. You got the pink Nike tube socks. I call them tube socks, crew socks. All of that stuff.
All of that pink that you got behind it, and that's across the board. Like I say, people just got to remember, because you can't. I keep saying this narrative. They're commoditizing, they're monetizing it. It's corporate America. Everything has some kind of monetary value.
So the moment you argue that, you done lost.
Yeah,
So everything. You're not gonna go to Target now too.
Everything has some kind of monetary value. Nobody does anything for free.
How the fuck I'm gonna run a business if I can't monetize it, big dumbass? And hold that thought. I done noticed cats do that shit today. Don't be fooled by. Shut the fuck up. It's a business. You thought they were giving this shit away?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you found a hookup on it, you thought they ain't make no markup on what they sold. Nike, another case in point, they do the Black History Month edition. They've been doing this for years of, different sneakers that pretty much they know a lot of black people wear. But does it also give some beauty and an awareness to Black History Month?
Right.
Fucking right it does.
Man,
so what's wrong?
It's the same as the NFL paying. Oh my bad. Partnering with the military over the last few years because you're pushing the
patriotism.
The patriotism aspect.
Because that was not like a
bad
whole
thing.
But
it's just a bad thing when you're trying to spin it.
Yeah,
right.
once it came out that the military is actually paying you, it ain't because remember it came off as we're doing it as we're donating, we're showing the troops we're doing this, and then
they weren't.
No, exactly.
The government was paying the NFL to play the national anthem.
Yeah, and to
promote.
I think it was like $40,000 a week or whatever.
Between that, the large flag,
only thing teams I can,
jerseys,
things that teams really pay for. I think teams will pay if they doing like flyovers and shit. Like I know
because their stadium ain't gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. College teams they pay for that all the time. Be like, yeah, this costs blah 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 blah, however much it was. Yep. But yeah, no, everything in life has some kind of monetary something behind it,
and that's okay.
You know, does ESPN make money off of the V Foundation? Yes, but the money that they raise through the V Foundation itself goes through the cancer research. But is ESPN still making money off of that? Yes, because they're putting those promos during the shows. They're doing, it's real heavy. You see it, the ESPYs.
Yeah.
Is ESPN still going to make money? Yeah, but are they putting their money to for a better cause and to raise awareness for something?
Right.
Yes, it's going to cost money to do it though.
All of the time. I will guarantee you, let's just say hypothetically, and I can speak of this in my own brain. Let's say I become a tens of millionaire, and I could open up fucking a something to compete with, like let's say a CVS in quote unquote urban areas. Only focus on that and a percentage.
You got a bunch of natural product. You got some natural black soap.
We
got some shea butter.
Some incense. We sell incense. Nag Champa, of course. That's
you gotta have Nag Champa.
Gotta have black soap. Gotta have a large the shea butter. You got to scrape fully off, and it's gonna be an African dude with the gray long beard. That's gonna get that off for you. Okay. But the point is, you can have that turn back over into you could turn that all the oils. You could turn that back over into the community. So whether it be elderly people don't have to pay even for their grass to get cut. If you can do some shit like that, but there's monetary value to it. You can't tell me you can't support this without dollars. That's a fucking resource here.
You're right.
So with these woke ass people.
Yeah, like people trust me. Like
fuck out.
Everybody ain't woke.
Kaepernick getting paid. No, Kaepernick's not getting paid to do it because he was doing this before Nike plastered it out there.
Right.
Of this, and it's like I say, at this point, Nike is just showing their campaign because it's not just Kaepernick they're showing. They have all kind of different people that they're pushing.
They're four specific.
Yeah.
It's Serena. What's the kid that the kid with the one arm that played for Seattle?
Shaquille Griffin.
Shaquille fucking Griffin. Okay.
Or Shaquille.
Are they twins?
Yeah, they twins.
They are twins.
But one went a year early in the draft.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So they got him on there. Fuck, it ain't LeBron. It can't be LeBron.
LeBron's one of them.
If LeBron is one of them, then I'm mistaken then. And then it's like one of the, but that's just the point. It's just that Kaepernick's name brings out for a great cause.
It's gonna get the
and it's gonna get the most clicks and attention.
Talking about it.
We need to keep talking about because guess what? The same thing that he has kneeled for, and the same calls and things he said on interviews. That shit is still happening rampantly on fucking cameras. They just had that one young man over the last couple of days was being escorted to a car and was yelling out his case, and they ended up letting him out. But they pretty much about to pin this man with a murder of an officer. He was like, I wasn't even there. I didn't have a gun. That's the type of shit that people still getting released after like 40, 50 years in jail.
They don't understand that that's what we're talking about.
This shit been happening for decades on top of decades. Once you can...
The Khalif Browder thing. Oh, my God.
That's what I think that was probably the boiling point for Colin Kaepernick.
He said it was Alton Sterling and then
Philando. No, it was Philando. Yeah, it was Philando. That's true. I remember him saying that. So when this all said and done, it's like you said, the empathy thing.
Right.
And then on top of that, man, we can't, you could split hairs and all that old shit. Talking about, you got to be careful because Nike doing it for marketing. Motherfucker, if they don't market it, how the fuck people gonna know, you big dumbass?
I mean, it's a
all
reason why
marketing,
it's a reason why the
marketing.
protests happen during the NFL games.
Right.
Because everybody watches the NFL.
Right.
And you know what's funny? You've heard this shit too. I know all y'all heard this shit. Oh, well, he was trash and washed when he did it, and he wanted to bring it. First of all, right?
He was still a top quarterback.
He fucking came off a season-ending injury. And the guy that took the spot, you gotta let that guy compete for the spot.
Man,
and he's
Blaine
a top
Gabbert
guy.
was trash, doggy.
No, don't get me wrong, but it was just a point of respect in
Yeah.
the QB position for the 49ers at that time. So he can be trash, and we see that. But the reality of it is, Kaepernick still was able to get that starting job back by the middle of the season.
He did.
And granted, he was slow out the blocks. It is what it is. That's any quarterback.
He still wasn't. When you saw
and he
his
still
stats,
wasn't fucking terrible. He
his
had
sta-
one
his
horrible game.
His
but
stats at the end of the year,
I mean,
he
but
still wasn't.
what quarterback don't have a horrible game?
Fuck right.
So
That
he
should
was
be all
still
bullshit.
in the top tier
F
of the
that.
quarterbacks that were playing active in the NFL.
So we
He
need
was
to-
like number 17.
We need to hit Colorado Springs, doggy, because some bum ass store out there was like still choosing to stand. They clearing out all of their Nike
So
stuff
here's
half
the
price.
thing. I saw that, but I could tell by the signs that store was probably selling the knockoff Nikes.
Oh, for her.
Because
It's called Prime Time Sports in Chapel Hills Mall, and all of its Nike products that have. Man,
it looks like
Fuck
crap.
outta
It looks like
you don't want no revenue then.
Yeah.
If you a
I'm looking at
sports
the picture
store.
of this
But
store.
that's what I'm saying. You're not letting those go for half off just because you let them go half off because
Yeah,
they
because you
fake.
taking the L.
You just pulled out the
because you didn't already pay for the stuff. I mean, you
Exactly.
paid for it at wholesale
This
price.
is what
but
people are still failing to realize. They already have your money.
They have it. So you go pull out
It
this.
doesn't matter what
you
you
go pull
do
out
with it.
your bigotry card against the
Stop
big
being
joker and the
stupid.
hand of spades, big dumbass. You go slap it on the table too,
There's
huh?
so many stupid people in the world. I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe.
Meanwhile, motherfuckers are still having to battle the same issues. They on camera, on cell phone cameras. Body
Everybody that's
cameras,
burning their
everything.
Nike stuff don't reproduce.
Oh, it's probably too late. They probably
Yeah,
the ones made. They probably made them panties in jail already.
it's funny when I
That's
see
how they reproduce.
when I see
Stop,
the younger ones, the young dude who bought the fight,
Right.
it was like a younger cat. He did it. I'm looking like, such a sheep.
I mean, but they setting the shoes on fire while they wearing them.
There was one person did that.
There's only
person
one.
did that.
And then people said that was a stunt also. They came back and said that was just more of a dude be doing internet dumb shit. So,
Yeah, he really did dumb
But
shit.
his feet.
hey, man.
Don't worry. It's more
It-
stupidity to come.
Man,
Don't
people
even
will
worry
go
about
people will go a long way to get a hot take off.
I don't need it that bad.
Me
it.
neither.
Shit. What else, y'all?
I got a hot take off just from going to my class reunion last week.
We're not even about to put that on there.
We ain't seen enough of the pictures. We seen a couple. We ain't seen enough of them though.
Why is this laugh? What is this laugh doing? What else y'all got, man? I just wanted to make sure we say that topic for
That was
last.
because we had to have that. That was
None.
important. I think
We
Nike
get
did
we,
come
we,
up, and I was
we
really
get back to
proud
our
of them.
real ish next week. Next
Oh,
week
ain't no
we
question.
get super duper heavy football. I mean, we need you to watch the Cliff Notes version. So. Oh, hold up, because you ain't been here. Can we get your Cause I saw you on Facebook and I ain't trying to call you out, and people was coming at your mans, and then you start shooting them bail a little bit.
Oh, dear.
Nah.
Oh, Dak, yeah.
You start shooting them bail a lot.
Get out
on
Prescott.
Facebook. So I was like, come on, Angie, keep that
That's
same
true.
energy, because you was coming
That's
at
true.
him for a minute, and then you start shooting them bail.
It's been a very difficult couple of weeks for me.
See, a couple of months.
That's why I was like, damn, I'm mad Angie ain't here.
It was hard. It was hard for me to watch him. I don't know why it was hard for me to watch him, because I fully expected him. I fully expected the reaction that he gave. That's the reaction I expected from him. If he had given me another reaction, I would have been shocked. But I didn't expect him to keep doubling down after folks kept saying like, hold down. Like I expected him to start being quiet. And when he started doubling, tripling down, that was the part that hurt me. Like the first time he said something, I didn't say nothing. When he said something last year, he was like, I'm gonna stand whatever. We all like brushed it under the rug, like that's okay. Just let him.
Because quite a few people have said it by
Man,
that point.
just
So
let
it really
him,
wasn't a big deal.
Don't worry about it. Then he like doubled and tripled down, and we started saying, okay, dude, first of all, that's when the first of all came out. First of all, the police just did you bad in Starkville.
It ain't even been 24. No, it's been about 24 months when that happened.
And then your
It
daddy
ain't been
just
that
got
long.
racially profiled. Because why you think they stopped him? They didn't stop him because he was speeding.
Mm.
And they say he had 2 ounces of weed. You ain't smelled it from your cop car on the side of the road.
Too old.
They profiled him. They profiled him. They stopped him in a nice car. And if it's not clicking for you, that's what's happening, then you're still missing the point. Okay, if you don't want to kneel, it's a whole lot of NFL players that are not kneeling, and that's fine. What we need you to do is say, because he needs a publicist, I'm just here to answer questions about football.
That would be the best move.
Everybody would have been happy with that. Anybody want to talk about football? I'm just here to answer questions about football. Anybody want to talk about football? I'm just here to answer questions and then be done with it.
I'm gonna be done with it.
But this doubling down, I'm gonna hit toes to the line. I was like,
yeah, when you said that, I was like, dog.
I didn't even know he said the toes.
I'm gonna be there, toes to the line, with my hand over my heart. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It was it was hard to be down after that, man.
But then you started shooting him bail after that.
I did because I had enough.
Nah, they ain't why she was shooting him bail. Because he went out there.
Yeah.
He went out there.
Oh, wait a minute, I don't know what shooting him bail means.
Meaning that
like
you
bail money.
You start bailing him out.
Oh, okay. So I got upset.
No, we want you to get to the point.
I threw him the shade. And then, and then he
You hear this?
Yeah.
And then he showed us what he was working with.
Oh yeah.
Then,
Let's get to the damn truth.
Then Andrew became the #1 bail bondsman.
And then I was like, he's welcome back to the barbecue.
He did. And then once you find out,
he just can't say nothing.
You saw his press
and goodbye.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that.
Man, shit.
I wasn't.
Fuck out of here.
I wasn't. So, we still on the fence with him.
Fuck that dude.
It's out. We just decided that it's gonna be like some of them in the family every now and then.
And you know what? They ass need to stay where they at. Get another.
I noticed that he hadn't said anything else since his dad had been arrested.
Ain't shit to say.
It ain't nothing. But I still don't think he gets it.
I don't think so either. No, it don't.
I don't think it clicks with him.
It's not.
I don't think anything in the African American community resonates with Dak Prescott. I don't think he gets any of it. And like I said before, I think it's because that's not his upbringing. And I think sometimes you have to look at, because I did try to take up for him. Like sometimes you have to look at where people come from.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
he was not raised by African American people, regardless of whether or not he's half black or not. He wasn't raised by his African American family.
I agree.
So he don't understand any type of struggle there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't think he gets it. Like, I know it sounds like I'm taking up for him. I just don't think he get it.
No, we knew what it was.
Empathy. You can at least have that. If a person can understand to have that, they can be able.
You have to be able to empathize with other people, regardless.
Period.
Man. You have to be able to try to empathize with other people.
That's where breakthroughs happen. But without that, you just gonna be sitting there. First of all, looking dumb as hell.
He looked bad to me. He looked like Jerry's boy.
Boom.
Look, dog, I'm only making $325,000.
And then we had to take that into account. This is a contract year.
I ain't got the bag yet.
Right. This is a contract year for him, so he can't just come out and be.
Well, that's where it goes back to the whole.
I just want to talk about football.
I just want to talk about football, man.
Yeah.
Because then you know what? For a lot of other players, honestly, people understand that. You just got there. Don't nobody really.
Nobody really expected him.
That's the thing. When people always talking about, we almost out. But when the people talking about NFL need to strike and the players, they ain't staying together. It's It's easy when you saying that when everybody got a guaranteed contract and everybody know that no matter what, I got my next check, I can still take care of my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just second string running back or second string,
you can't really expect them to do
the fifth
that.
defensive back that I probably was gonna be cut, but I didn't. Man. I made the squad off the skin of my teeth. I'm probably an undrafted free agent or something. Yeah, it's easy to be like Aaron Rodgers, go on strike and you miss a couple checks. Aaron Rodgers got $80 million guaranteed.
Aaron Rodgers
you know what I got?
Part of the fucking Bucks. He's more than fine.
You know what I got with my signing bonus? I got like 12. I got like 12,000 in the Chevy Tahoe.
Yep.
Because my owner probably got a dealership and he threw that in for me.
Right quick.
Yeah.
I agree.
So when you see people like, nah, the NFL, they don't stick together. Yeah, It's kind of hard because if they don't get their checks, they don't have any other income.
Right.
And then you get the people like, well, they should find something better to do. That's easy to say when you haven't spent every day of your life from like age 5 to hone your skills and to become better.
It's called empathy.
It's called empathy.
It's called
or
empathy.
it's called critical. It's called common and critical thinking. It's called.
That's way too far.
Stop thinking. You can't just always think in the moment and think with emotion. You gotta, when people like, yeah, you should think like this because it's for this cause. That sounds good, but at the end of the day, yes, you have I can't even think of the word I want to use. A responsibility to your company.
Right.
But your first responsibility is to take care of home.
Right.
And
a lot of them got many homes to take care of.
Exactly.
And that can be cases too. Now, and just to add to that, you're right. You're 100% right. And it comes with being smart enough. If you're in a financially better, more stable position to say, "Hey, bro, not you.
This ain't for you.
Yeah,
I don't need you taking them bullets.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll take these bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And if it just so happened to trickle over to your side,
which is why. But even with a lot of the standing, a lot of the players you've seen. You've seen a bunch of players but the ones who were the most vocal, they the ones who can kind of take some of them bullets because they know outside of Air Reading and Kaepernick, and they're specifically labeled one certain way and they're being treated one way. But Martellus Bennett, he's been vocal. Marshawn Lynch has been vocal. Chris Long has been vocal. Shout out to the Chris Long. He invited to the barbecue because he gave up half his damn contract last year to donate to inner city stuff. But a lot of them to where they know we're not. I'm going to be fine, so I can put my voice out there. Malcolm Jenkins.
Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of people that's doing a lot of talking now. But you can't have the fifth string backup punter or something because
I think a lot of people understood that though. That's why
because everybody believes that
everybody wasn't like on everybody to do it.
No, the problem is because people think that when people are like, well, you're a professional athlete, and everybody thinks everybody in the NFL is extremely rich.
But those people that's not smart.
This amount of people in the NFL are extremely rich. This amount of people, they're rich for normal people, but they're not comparing themselves to the normal everyday American because that's not their life. Their life is, I am an NFL player, and if you see this person that's making $18 million and I make $200,000,
please don't take my $200,000.
And not to mention with what the taxes are and everything else, and the taxes of got that.
For those who pay it.
But also you got to remember, and I know you about to get out here, like when athletes, they're not just paying taxes on the check; they're paying taxes on depending on where they are. Well, especially like in the NBA, like you pay taxes in different cities. It depending on it's so much more that just goes into it that the common part you're not going to look at all that because facts don't matter.
Yeah,
what's the appearance of it? And if this is the appearance and this is what my mindset is and this is what I think, then that's what it's going to be, true. And I'm rolling with that.
That's a fact. Be simple. Appreciate that, man.
Look at y'all being empathetic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bad hood and ratchet next week. My head hurt.
My head about to explode. I need BC powder. Gotta take hangover pills. Angie,
oh my God,
thank you. Glad you back. Damn. She fresh off that. Back. It's a new day. Hot damn. Money.
Only reason I played the clip because you was killing my nigga Pusha. My boy Pusha T all summer.
Pusha Terrence can kick rocks.
That's the only reason I played
Scalpers,
the clip.
You call him Terrence? My man Spider, check us out, baby. MZ Studios.